So I've already tried recording this about 5 times and I can't seem to get it right. So we're just gonna do this straight because I don't know how else to say this. First off, thanks to everyone who donated to the GoFundMe, who was just leaving so many encouraging words for me. Every time this kind of stuff comes up, I get so overwhelmed that I don't know how to deal, which is why we unplugged for the last few weeks. Not just because of the surgery, but because I don't know how to, because I don't think thank you's enough. I'll just be honest. I don't think thank you's enough for when people help me. So when I say thank you, my brain is doing this horrible somersault of, well, what else are you gonna do? What else are you gonna do? But I know that you guys that did help, that contributed, and even just left kind words. It's just nice knowing that you guys care. Cause like, you know, I've been struggling this past year. Like it's been rough, but you guys came through and I could really focus on my recovery, which we'll get to. There's timestamps in the description if you want to click around, but we're going to start with the thank yous first because I feel like that's the most important thing, you know, because why not? Another thing that came up while I kind of dropped the bomb that I was getting a hysterectomy, the Scribbler came in clutch and decided to basically, because I didn't have any videos planned for when I was gone. I was just going to let YouTube just deal with me because I didn't care, because I was like, I need to get my health in check. But Scribbler came in so much, and not even that, she had tons of people helping her with creating projects. Like in the last few weeks, if you guys haven't noticed, there's been like fanfic, or not fanfic. Yeah, there was a fanfic reading. There was an MLP fanfic reading, and then some creepypastas that she wrote, that she put together with full casts and everything, which go ahead and click, or in the description, there's a playlist that directs to all of those. Please check them out. Scribbler, you're the best. You're one of my dearest damn friends. But like, I didn't expect that. And just, it was such a nice gesture. And all of those who helped, all of them listed here, because but every single one of you, I really, really, truly appreciate it. It meant, because like I said, I've been kind of drowning in my own shit for the last like few months. So to have everybody just kind of rally around me to want to help, it meant so much. From the GoFundMe to even some of you were doing live streams for like art if people were donating like that. That's why I always say this fandom is one of the best fandoms. I do mean that, because you guys are phenomenal. And I don't think my recovery would have been as smooth, because, you know, my mental health isn't the best. I try to take care of it as best as I can. And the whole stress of the surgery and everything, like I was a wreck going into all of that. And just, you guys are awesome. You guys are just awesome. So I've had a few comments all over the place, because like, you know, this kind of went everywhere, about how did the surgery go and, you know, those sorts of things. Good news is that they didn't have to cut me open. I had we love the small dick energy of loud cars. There, it keeps going. So there is a few comments of everybody asking about how the surgery went. It went a lot better than I could have even anticipated. So for a hysterectomy, there's 2 different types of surgeries you can get. You can either get basically flayed open and they have to take it out that way, or laparoscopic, which is basically, here's the definition, because I don't know, but it's like a robot. Here's a picture of it. It looks really cool. So they only had to make 4 little incisions, and that was pretty much it. Obviously, like internally, I still had all of the things because they had to remove those parts. But for the most part, though, I was pretty good. It was outpatient, so I was released right, like pretty much after the surgery. But I will admit, it was probably some of the worst pain I've ever had to experience when I got home. I know I scared the nurse, because at one point I kept telling her, I'm like, give me that fentanyl, because that's what they give you. They give you fentanyl and morphine, but for me, they were giving me that. And at one point in between, like kind of fading in and out, the nurse was like, I gave her this much. Don't give her any more. So, my pain tolerance is all effed up, but, we got home. I know I scared Mag because I was pretty bad in terms of pain. But once I got those pain meds in me, we were good. Obviously, the surgery, though, it went pretty damn well. Even the surgeon said that it took less time. Didn't take as long as they would have expected, which is nice. Because like I said, I was really scared about how this was going to go for me because I didn't, because I've had that other previous surgery, but thankfully there wasn't that much scar tissue from the last surgery. So it did go all well. Now the real question, how did it really go? How did recovery after surgery really go? It was rough. I didn't know this, but when you get a hysterectomy, your ovaries will go into shock because of the lack of blood flow in that area. Because, they're taking out the organs, so they have to, stop the blood flow with certain other veins, that complicated things. Basically, lack of blood flow. And I did not know this, but my body basically went through a free trial of menopause, and it was horrible. Oh my gosh, 0 out of 10 would not recommend. I had hot flashes. I had really bad mood swings. The hot flashes were the worst one because they would basically bleed into insomnia. And then on top of that, I didn't feel comfortable. I couldn't sleep. I was basically lounging out on the recliner out in the living room a good chunk of the time because I just could not feel comfortable in my own bed. That first 2 weeks were probably the roughest, I would say, in terms of pain and getting comfortable and just coping, because you're not allowed to bend down, you're not allowed to do anything, you're not allowed to function. So basically a majority of my time was out in the living room binge watching stuff, which I watched K-Pop Demon Hunters. That's why Mag now has that cover on her channel. We watched a show called The Buccaneers on Apple TV, if you've seen that. I don't know. I watch trash TV, okay? I don't like to talk about what I'm watching because people are like, what? But, recovery is kind of this interesting thing because after the body goes through something so dramatic, it's trying to find the new normal within the process of still being sore and the pain and all of that. I couldn't stay the fuck down, you guys. I don't know how to fucking take a break. So being forced to basically have the quote unquote princess mentality and not just sit on my ass and do nothing for 6 weeks, that was torturous. I hated it. Mag basically had to wrangle my ass to keep me down. I don't like not doing things. That's always been how I've always functioned. Thank God for her. Thank God for my wife, because I don't think I would have gotten through the recovery as well as I did. Yeah, but right, I should have started the thank yous off with Mag, huh? So during my recovery, I had a lot of free time. So I finally got to do things I had been meaning to do because I don't have the time with my work schedule and stuff like that. My sister, who I haven't seen in a hot minute, she came and visited, and that was nice because she was helping out with me with my recovery. I finally got to set up Clone Hero and Yarg, if you guys know what that is. Those are the PC rock band things. I've been having fun playing with my old guitars and stuff like that. Got to play a buttload of games. I was finally getting back into gaming the way I used to play, because I play Skyrim and stuff like that. I played Dredge. I played Final Fantasy 13, which that's one of my favorite Final Fantasies. Yes, I know it's trash, but it's mine. But what other games did I play? Gosh. I got to finally spend time with my wife because, we're always running around like headless chickens trying to produce content. To be honest, none of that I wouldn't been able to do it if it wasn't for you guys. So I got to have a break on some levels, and it's been a hot minute since I've had a break like that, where I was actually okay. Because, yeah, we weren't here for 2022, but that wasn't really a break. That was a mental breakdown. So this was a little bit different. And yeah, I think other things too. I was messing around with ROMs. I've been kind of just enjoying myself, getting back into my gaming hobbies and other little things that that interest me. As for my future and post-op and stuff like that, I had a appointment with the doctor recently last week, And I pretty much I got the clear. I got the clear that the surgery went well. All of the incisions have healed nicely. The only issue I'm still having is pain with my back. And I'm going to be starting physical therapy soon, so that's a good thing too. We're still waiting to hear if the insurance is going to cover that, because that's the weird iffy area. But for the most part though, I'm doing a lot better. Health-wise, I just need spending 6 weeks on your ass is not good for anything. So I've been working out. I've been trying to get back into being active, going on walks, doing shit like that, because I feel weak. I feel weak and I don't like it. No. So, biggest update, channel updates, because I know you guys, some of you guys are so eager and I love seeing that, but you know, health was more important. I had to unfuck myself for a bit. But the biggest thing that I want to finally say is, yes, Immortal Affliction 3 Part 3 is finally coming out. We're in production right now. I've gotten most of the artwork in. Lines are in. I'm already starting to piece shit together. And hopefully, after everything's said and done, the actual video will be uploaded on October 31st of this year, you know, so like in a month. So obviously there'll be a trailer too, because I always do trailers for October. So there's that to look forward to. I also have a pony Let's Play coming out in the month of October. It's a horror pony game that I would say has been one of the most requested things from the history of my channel and stuff like that. So I'm also going to be doing that, and that's going to be coming out on Saturdays. And I've got a few other little surprises, but for the most part, the big thing for October this year is Immortal Affliction Part 3. I appreciate you guys for being so patient. I appreciate the fact that you guys are so eager about it. I love seeing that energy, and I appreciate the fact that you guys have been so patient with me, because like I said, health kind of came in like a wrecking ball and fucked me up. But I'm here now. We're ready to get back on it. And yeah, but also too, there's going to be, like I said, there's also some more other readings coming out. I've got a few more in the pipeline that Scribbler has helped me with. So I'll be having those come out as well. But yeah, we got stuff coming, baby. We got stuff coming. I hope you guys enjoyed this little update video. Like I said, thank you guys for everything. I mean it. I really do mean it when I say that I do have the best fans, because the amount of love and compassion and generosity and just overall amazingness that you guys have shown me over the years, like, that's why I'm still doing this. That's why even after all these years, I still come up here and I still try to give you guys the best content that I can produce. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are staying awesome, feeling awesome, and being awesome. And I'll see you guys in October. Bye.